Welcome everybody to another Hidden Gibbon deck tech video for Commander. Today we are featuring the deck Mangara Banishes the Realm, featuring Mangara of Corondor. This is a bracket 2 deck. It can play at bracket 3, but we have no 2-card infinite combos, no game changers, no mass land denial, no extra turns, no tutors. So, he's a classic. One of my very first commander decks I ever built was Mangara of Corondor. So I had to rebuild him. Let's get straight into it. Starting out with our commander, Mangara of Corondor. He's pretty simple. He's a 1/1 for 3. He has tap, exile Mangara of Corondor, and exile target permanent. Pretty simple. His ability has a lot of utility. Get rid of somebody's creature. Get rid of somebody's broken artifact. Get rid of somebody's field of the dead. You name it, he's on it. He's got his pointy little stick, and he's ready to beat people with it. In this deck, this is going to be a mono-white control deck. It's going to focus on suppressing the opponents, not letting them get in a whole bunch of stuff, being able to control that battlefield, control your engagements, and kind of slow roll to a win if you can. So, we have 3 Planeswalkers in this deck. We have the classic Elspeth Knight Errant. She makes soldier tokens. She makes things +3/+3. And she can give artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and land to control indestructible. Will you get to 8? Probably not. Am I going to try every time I get the player? Absolutely. Next, we have Sarah the Benevolent. I got this out of my mystery booster box. I just wanted to throw her in there. She pumps some creatures. She makes some angels. And she has the little life save ability. Then we have the Eternal Wanderer. She's kind of like a silent arbiter for herself. And you can exile, so it protects you. Creates a samurai, also protects you. And then for each player, choose a creature that player controls. Each player sacrifices all creatures they control not chosen this way. Pretty simple. The Wrath effect. We're going to get down into creatures. We don't have a lot of creatures, but every one of my creatures does something to help the deck and help its gameplay forward. So, first, we have Distinguished Conjurer. Not a huge creature, right? Like, she's a 1/2 for 2 that she has a Soul Sister-ish effect. But what you want on her is that ability, that tap 4, colorless, tapper, exile another creature you control, return it to the battlefield. So, what you do is you tap Mangara, hold priority, and then you use one of these blink effects on him. So he doesn't get exiled to the command zone. Instead, what will happen is he will blink, and the opponent's permanent is gone. Eldrazi Displacer does the exact same thing. And then we have Elesh Norn, Grand Cenobit. Sorry for the Phyrexian version. She has Vigilance. She's a 4/7. Your creatures get +2/+2. The enemy creatures get -2/-2. She's in a way a Wrath, and she pumps what little creatures we have. This deck does make quite a few tokens. Then we have Elesh Norn, Mother of Machines. Vigilance, and she does like extra effects, right? Like shuts down their Panharmonicon kind of effects, Panharmonicons for me. Then there's Elesh Norn. I like Elesh Norn. I like the art style on that character. Vigilance kind of helps protect you, disincentivizes people from attacking you. And then, of course, the Argent Etchings. You incubate 2 5 times, then transform all incubated tokens. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain double strike. And then destroy all other permanents except for artifacts, lands, and Phyrexians. Exile it and turn it back into Elesh Norn. Guardian of Faith. He phases out any number of creatures you control. Nils, I actually just got to play this card in the game that I'm going to link for gameplay. It's an upcoming video, so if you do click the link for the upcoming video, you will get kind of a sneak preview. Nils, a Discipline Enforcer, he can put 1/1 counters on things, and then it kind of ghostly prisons for those 1/1 counters. This is also good if your opponent is playing a counters deck. Restoration Angel, blinks. Salvation Swan, blinks. Sarah's Emissary, it just kind of protects you. Sun Cleanser, Um, it removes counters from people and from creatures. Then there's Tomic. Lands on the battlefield and land cards in your graveyard can't be the target. And then my opponent can't play land cards from graveyards. Westfold Rider. Sacrifice him, destroy target artifact or enchantment, activate only as a sorcery. He's a cheap little destruction spell. And, we have White Orchid Phantom. One second. I do not mean to have him in that. There we go. Destroy up to one non-basic land. Its controllers may search your library. Again, for those really scary lands like the Fields of the Dead. Sorceries. We have a lot, and they all do about the same dang thing. So this one exiles and then returns it to the battlefield. All its dust kills everything. Ascent from Avernus returns all creatures and planeswalker cards of mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile it. This kills. This kills. This kills. This kills. This kills. As you can see, we have a theme here. By the way, this card is really good. Really, really good. It's underrated in my opinion. It exiles multicolor permanents. So things like Heroic Intervention won't save their creatures. Rout, always a classic. Starfall Invocation. Sunfall. This card also seems a bit underrated. He's pretty good. It's pretty interesting. And you can see Phyrexianized Heliod on there doing some mean things. Battle of Bywater. Since all my creatures are dinky, Battle of Bywater is pretty good. Urza's Ruinous Blast. Exile all permanents that aren't legendary. Or all non-land permanents. White Sun's Twilight. Wrath of God. Wrath of Skies. This also shouldn't be... there we go. Instants. We have Clever Concealment. We have Cloud Shift, Dawn's Truth, Ephemerate, Flare, Justicar's Portal, Liberate, Long Road Home. These are all like blink effects. Moment of Silence, make somebody skip their combat. Path to Exile, Return to Dust, Semester's End, which is pretty, exile, and Swords to Plowshares. For artifacts, it's more stuff to prevent people from harming me. This needs to be this. We have Damping Sphere, just so people can't combo off. Dingus Staff, I'm running a lot of Wraths. Gotta destroy people. Erratic Portal, this is to bounce my own Mangara to my hand. Pearl Medallion makes things cheaper. The Immortal Sun shuts down people's super friends. I know I have a few Nombos in here, but I'll be honest with you, a lot of my stuff's not going to live long enough to be a Nombo, or I might not see it. This also blows up all creatures, and then I've never actually read the backside of this card. Oh, look at that. Pretty good. Voyager Staff. Exile target creature, the exiled creature in the battlefield, and Wedding Ring. Astral enchantment, we have Astral Drift. We have Grasp of Fate. We have Martial Law. I like this card. I liked the Detain effect. Ossification, Rest in Peace, and Solemnity. We're running 35 lands. A little bit lower, but if you could kind of tell, other than my Wrath effects and my Elish Norns and stuff, we have a pretty decent mana base. Some simple stuff. Monumental Henge, Green Dragon Inn, Castle Arden Vale. We have Deserted Temple. We have Core Haven. So, a pretty simple deck overall. Like I said, it's tier 2. It could play at tier 2. People might get frustrated with you if you play it at tier 2, based solely on the fact that people don't like their stuff getting removed. That is a flaw amongst all Commander players, myself included, that people just want to do the thing, right? They don't like it when somebody stops us from doing the thing. But sometimes somebody's got to be the bad guy at the table and be like, no, you can't attack with that 46/46 because that will end the game. And that's kind of Mangara's job, is to police the board and make sure that those stay in check. But I want to thank everybody for watching today, all like 2 of you. Oh yes, also this deck is sitting at about $430. I'm going to assume that a large portion of this is just like random cards in here. Yeah, like Solemnity's $10, the Immortal Sun's $20. It's overall not a bad in terms of budget, but I can understand if you're on more of a budget, what I would do is I would just cut a couple of the more expensive cards that are in the deck. Like you can cut the Elish Norns, right? And just drop in a few cards that will do the same thing, but will cost you less. I never want to gatekeep somebody from being able to play a fun Magic deck based on cost. I think I'm a firm believer that Magic should be affordable to everyone. That being said, I want to thank you guys for watching again, and I will see you guys in the next Deck Tech video.